fix the the phone here. 1 minute. Oh, we are starting early this morning. I'm not even quite awake. I've had 1 cup of coffee this morning. Good morning, good morning. I'm Elena Johnson. Welcome to Mia Cucina. Today I got so much to show you. It's going to be a very long one. So let me kind of adjust this. Can you all see me? Okay. Oh my goodness. I tell you, we have a lot of fun in this kitchen. And that's what it's all about. You know, we are too serious sometimes about life. I talk about this. You know, if we are too serious and then we don't do anything with our lives. So let's have some fun with this. All right, guys, what I'm going to show you is, first of all, I am going to get the fadale, because I am going to show you this amazing breakfast dessert that is also going to be, you can use it for breakfast as well for dessert, and it's going to include blueberries and wonderful pine nuts. Wait till I show you. But what I really want to start first with is I want to make the sauce for the Osso Buco, okay? So today is going to be all about Italy, different regions of Italy, mostly Calabria, because that's where I'm from. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to bring you on this side, because as you can see we have lots of pots and pans because we are going to be working. Okay, let me bring you this way. Okay, come with me. Come on, come on. Come. Okay, you're just going to need here, you're going to need a saute pan, okay? A saute pan. And then you're going to need a cassarola. You know, one of these guys. Cassarola. Okay, in this cassarola, I am going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, okay? So I kind of eye it. Let me turn the light on because the light is not on. So what I want to do to this, we are going to be using some oregano. I'm going to be using my tomatoes. So I got about 10 chopped tomatoes. I peeled them. I took all the seeds out, and then I chopped them. That's what's in here. And then over here, it's my wonderful sauce that I have made with when I had all those tomatoes, and then I put them in jars, and then I can use them. So, and I'm really, a lot of people bake their Osso Buco. I am not going to bake my Osso Buco. That's why I'm starting early with you guys, so I can show you how to do this, because my mom, when she would make her Osso Buco, it was always in a cassarola. So new word, guys, cassarola. So I'm going to be taking you step by step, okay? Now, what I have in here, so far going in here, is just my oil is heating up. Okay, so now let me bring you over here. Come with me. So I am going to be really quick in, see if you could see this. It's a new part of the kitchen. Can you see my board? So my oil is heating up, and I am just going to take 4 tablespoons, 4 cloves of garlic, okay? Because I want my oil to be rocking and rolling when I put this on there. And Osso Buco, it was my mother's beloved dish. She loved Osso Buco. So I am making a Calabrese Osso Buco, and depending on the regions of Italy, there's different Osso Bucos. So what I'm going to do right here, guys, I am just going to, just roughly chop my garlic. This sauce is only going to take a good 20 minutes, and trust me, we will still be here in 20 minutes. All right, so I have that right there. I am just going to cut a half of green pepper. Because I grew up in Italy and using the peppers, and you got to understand that not everybody use peppers when they make this this sauce, okay? So, what? Okay, now I'm going to take my garlic, because I'm going to move it over the other side with my little pepper, just a little pepper, just to give it an extra little flavor, okay? And then we are going to come over here. Okay, I don't know, can you see the pan, the casarola? Can you guys see the casarola? Okay, and that goes in there. And look at that, it's not even hot, because I had turned it down. All right, let me bring you up so you guys can kind of see me as well. Okay. So this dish is just amazing. You can use veal for this. I am using beef for this. You can use lamb for this. Again, I am using the beef, okay? So now that we got this going in here, get yourself a wooden spoon. And what I'm going to be using with this is I'm going to be using some oregano. Because I already have in my sauce, I already have basil, okay? So now, like I said, depending on what home you are, a lot of people make this in a very different way. Let me see who's here so I can say hello. And hi, Donna, how are you? Kisses to you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Let me see if I can wave at you. There you are. Okay. So what we want to do is, we don't really care for this to be very brown. You know what I mean? Okay, so now, to this I am just going to add some onions. I have some red onions for me. And yesterday we have technical difficulties, and you guys, and trust me, I will bring that back. I will show you how to do a prosciutto wrapped chicken. And yesterday when we were trying to make that, somebody kept calling, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to silence the phone from calling. Okay, so I'm going to use 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, maybe 3 teaspoons of, diced onions. Okay, very simple. Okay, 4 cloves of garlic, a half of a little, green pepper, 3 tablespoons of chopped onions, and boom, we're done with that. We can get that out of the way. Because I'm going to be showing you how to make that rapini. I am going to be, I'm going to be teaching you that. And this is going to go with that rapini. Okay, so this is a very simple process. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to add my chopped tomatoes. Oh, did you see how, look how beautiful. Well, I had a lot of tomatoes. And then I am going to add my sauce that I have made. Oh. Wait till I show you this, guys. All right, let me take that out of the way. Let me bring you over here. Can you guys see the sauce? Can you see the sauce? Okay, look at that beautiful sauce. Look at that beautiful sauce. And it's got my basil in here, so I don't have to do anything. You know what? If you don't have this tomato sauce, don't worry about it. Get yourself a jar of tomato sauce, okay? Which it will cut a lot of time for you. And here's my wonderful fresh tomatoes. So what I want to do is I have it on medium high on here, because these guys are rocking and rolling. And because there's still a little bit left in my jar, I don't want to waste anything, because this is really good tomatoes, Ruskin tomatoes, that I made this beautiful sauce. So I'm going to be using that. Okay, so these guys are going in the sink. There was so much going on today that I was trying to figure out how I can teach you all of this. So now, we're going to live this, doing it blue, 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 okay? It's doing this blue, 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 blue. I have not added any salt yet, okay? No salt. Let me find where my salt is, because I got so much going on here. Okay, the sale, I'm just going to do 1 pinch, 2 pinch, that's it. You can use more sauce if you want, okay? A little bit of black pepper, boom, done. All right, so this part is finished, okay? So what I'm going to do with this, because it's supposed to be a very easygoing sauce. Aspetta, I'm not done with this. Aspetta. I am going to introduce Pinot Grigio. I love it how it says, ecco domani. You know what that means? Ecco domani. Okay, tomorrow. So this one is Pinot Grigio e Codomane. And how much Pinot Grigio? Oh my God, let me get the measuring cup for you. I know you guys got to measure. Oh, to this I am going to add a half a cup of Pinot Grigio. But don't put your Pinot Grigio away yet because we're going to be needing it later. So I'm going to keep this Pinot Grigio on the side over here. And not everybody does this sauce like this. You know, again, depending on what region of Calabria you are, they'll do it different. So now, let me taste. Because this is going to be cooking. This is going to be cooking while we are doing the other stuff. Okay, what am I tasting for? I'm tasting for salt. Oh, that's really good. Okay, guys. So now this is done. All right, so let me move you to the other adventure. Come with me. Come with me. Hello. Hello, Rick. So good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. All right, so now that's cooking. So it gives me all this free time with myself. Oh my God, what am I going to do with my free time? Well, let me tell you what I'm going to do. All right, so we have finished with these because, you know, I like to clear the decks. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I am going to, you know, if you have, and you know me, I don't like to use the packages, but you know, we are going to use a package because I want to make it simple for you on this. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I am using gluten-free pancake mix paleo. It's better for me. It doesn't have a lot of stuff that will make you, you know, more blowy. All right, let me go get the milk. I'll be right back. You can make this with milk. You don't have to make it with milk. I have made it with yogurt. I have made it with all kinds of other things. And for those people that are, you know, are lactose tolerant, they do have a lactose-free organic milk. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get yourself a cake pan, okay? That's what you want to do, a round cake pan. It's got to be tin, all right? So what I want to do here is, let's see, I am going to eye this, guys, because what I want to do, I'm going to eye it. I'm going to see how much I have. All right, so let me get, and also you are going to need an orange for this. So you're going to need a cup of blueberries, a zest of an orange. You're going to need some baking soda and baking powder, okay? And you're going to need a pancake mix. You're going to need some ghee because we're going to be using the ghee to ghee this very, very well so nothing sticks. You follow me? Good job. Okay. It's early in the morning and like I only have one cup of coffee, so please bear with me this morning. And I know I try to get it all together. Let me move this out of the way because that's done. All right, so to this, I want to zest. And when I bring my oranges home, they all go into a bath. Because you know, they need to have a bath. And so this is such an easy dessert, breakfast, because you know, you could eat it for breakfast, but this is going to be our dessert. I'm not going to, you know, it's going to keep it very lovely. Let me go check on my wonderful, oh, look at this, it's boiling away, it's doing exactly what I wanted to do. I forgot to hit the timer, but don't you worry about it because the timer police is not here. And besides, the more the sauce cooks, the better it is. Okay, so I know there's a lot going on. Make sure that you get your oven to 400 degrees. Put your oven to 400 degrees. Moms, you guys are going to love this, especially, you know, if you guys are still stuck at home. You know, we're not stuck. Let me remove that. You know, we're not stuck because we can get into our car and we can drive to the beach or to the park and we can go places. Okay, so I have a beautiful, beautiful orange. You know, we love oranges, and oranges are good for you. Okay, now to this, I am going to get a teaspoon. Let me grab my teaspoon. And you know my teaspoons, guys. It's a teaspoon, okay? It's a teaspoon. Because, you know, this is going to fluff up and it's going to be beautiful. A teaspoon of the baking soda, powder, and a half a teaspoon of the baking baking soda, and a teaspoon of the baking powder. I know that a lot of these already have that, but we need a little bit of oomph, a little more oomph, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of mix this, guys, just like so, just like so. And what I want to do is I want to create a batter. That way, you know, there's no flour that you have to measure. You know, the less is better sometimes. Okay, so I don't want this. I want this to resemble like a cake. Okay? So now, if it's too loose, guess what? You add some more. You add some more. I don't want it too thick. I don't want it too thin. I want it just perfect. And I want enough to where it's going to be, you know, that will cover my little guy. And wait till you see this. You're going to go, oh my God, that's genius. You guys are going to love it. Okay. See? See how it is? It's like a cake mix, you know, like a cake mix. If you were to make a cake mix, okay? See how simple and simple. All right, so now, you know, get your kids involved with this because this is a lot of fun. Let me just make sure that there's not going to be any more milk that I need to do in there. Just a little bit more milk because, you know, it expands. Especially if you're using gluten-free, it expands because it's got rice flour, it's got almond flour, it's got all the good stuff for you. It's all about health and nutrition in this house. All right, I'm going to go put the milk away because you know me, I got to keep, you know, everything cold. Okay. So now let me put that in the fridge. The star of the show, it's still in its room. All right, so what I want to really do with this, guys, is I really want to butter. So get yourself a little paper, and I'm using ghee because, you know, ghee is really, really good in keeping things lubricated. And it tastes like butter, really. And it's really highly loved and used in Egypt and all these wonderful countries. Okay, so I'm done with that. Everything is going on in here. We're doing really good on time. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to really, 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 guys, make sure that your pan is really, 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 okay, lubricated. Okay, we have our throwaway bowl that goes in there. Boom, that's done. So what you want to do is you want to add that in like so. Okay, you follow me, guys? Let me get a spatula. Okay, and it is so delicious, and it's amazing how this works. Okay, so now let me remove these guys because now I don't need these guys. My dishwasher is going to work extra hard, and then what I like to do is I kind of like to, so then that way it does that. Okay, so now get your blueberries, and what you're going to do is you're going to add a teaspoon of flour to your blueberries. A little bit of the wonderful thing came out. Okay. And I'm going to also do the same thing, and I am going to add my pine nuts, 2 teaspoons of pine nuts. Because, you know, you got to have nuts. And, you know, and it's interesting because in Italy, when you have dessert, it always has nuts. Because it's protein, okay? Okay, so now that this is that, you can get your kids, and you can just drop them. Just drop them. Let it rain. Everybody should have a space. Okay, let it rain. Let it rain blueberries. This is a good way to get your kids to eat blueberries. Okay? If you have a bad blueberry, throw it away. These blueberries, somebody went blueberry hunting and they were very gracious to ask if I wanted some, and they dropped them off. And I just think that's wonderful. And then, you know, we put the nuts on top of that as well. And, you know, and shake the flour, okay? To make sure that you're not putting the flour. Just like so. Okay, so this is gonna go in a 400 oven, all right, for 20 minutes. And we're gonna check it. Okay, boom, that goes in there. Let me put 20 minutes. Oh, wait a minute, turn the, no, don't turn that. Okay, oh my goodness gracious, I can't get the 20 minutes together. All right, timer. All right, boom, that's done. Okay, that's done, that's taken care of. So now we are done with that. Now it's time for me to go get the start of our show. One moment. All right, so we got that going on over here. We got that beautiful spaghetti sauce. Oh guys, you should see it. It is rocking and rolling, and it's doing this thing. It's blue. It's marrying with those flavors that are in there. Very simple sauce. I'm gonna turn it down even more because it's splattering everywhere. It's excited. So now you bring your Osso Buco home, okay? So what I'm gonna show you is I'm gonna show you a trick. I'm done with this. I get this out of the way. We move that out of the way. Okay. So get yourself a nice deep dish like so. And what I want you to do is I want you to get some flour in here, okay? Let's see, I have about 2 or 3 of those. So I got my flour. And I am going to be adding to this flour some granulated garlic because, garlic is a great antioxidant and also anti-inflammatory, and it's really good for us. And then we are going to use some black pepper. And then we're preparing the flour for the Osso Buco, guys, okay? All right, so now I am going to add a pinch of salt. Perfect, easy. You see how easy and simple this is? All right, so now get yourself a fork and mix this really well. Mix this really well, okay? Okay, so now I am going to be utilizing my board. So I'm going to turn my board over. So what I want to do is, when you get your Osso Buco, make sure you wash it and you dry it very well. So I got 3 beautiful pieces here of Osso Buco. Okay, so now to this, it's very important. If you were to put this, because we are going to be, we're going to brown it on each side before we put it back in the pan and cook it. If you do it like this, it's going to not work very well. So what you want to do is you want to cut little slits on the side. And that will keep your Osso Buco, from making a bubble. Okay, because you got that thing right there, just got a little slit. Okay, not too many slits. Okay, we put that, we do the next one. And that will make it easier, when you fry it. How many slits? Maybe 2 or 3 on each side. Make sure you do that because that way it'll make it easier. Okay? All right, let me continue to do that over here. And be gentle with it. This is beef. And like I said, this was one of my mother's beloved dishes. All right, so now I am done with this. Get that out of the way. I am going to be using my knife for later. No, actually I'm going to use my other knife. Let me just wash my hands. Okay. So now that we have this wonderful thing here, I am going to get my pan hot, okay? Because I want this pan, and I will bring you here to show you that. I'm going to put that on medium high, and to that medium high I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You follow me so far? Okay, so that takes care of that. All right, remember we're going to keep the 1. Okay, so now you have this beautiful mixture right here, and you're going to take your Osso Buco and you are going to dip it like so. Okay? And then I'm going to put it back on this board because I'm going to carry that board with you guys after I wash my hands. And it already has the seasoning. Okay? Do you guys see what I'm doing? Okay. So we floured the Osso Buco. Now let me remove this because I don't know where I need that. Let me wash my hands. Okay. Now I am going to move this Osso Buco to the other side, and then I'm going to bring you here. You guys are going to get to know my kitchen very, very, very well today. Let me get my stuff put away here. And you're going to need another pan for the rapini. Trust me, we're not there yet, okay? All right, let me come and get you. Okay, guys, here I am. Hello, hi, Nick. Okay, so now I bring you over here. Can somebody send me a thumbs up if you guys see the pan? Can somebody send a heart or a thumbs up? Okay, thank you so much. You guys see the pan? I have my beautiful sauce. Look at this beautiful sauce it's made. Oh my gosh. Let me look what's going on in the oven. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait till you see the oven. Oh my gosh. You know, I love it when everything works out good. Yesterday, obviously, it wasn't working. All right, remember what I told you about the, the pan being hot. And I do want this to get hot, okay? I do want that. All right, I know that I have, yes. See, I am prepared. It might be early in the morning, but I am prepared. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make sure that this is hot. All right, let me try. Shake off your, your thing here, your Osso Buco. Oh, perfect. And what I want to do is I want to brown. And once you put them in, don't touch them. Okay? Because then they'll stick. All right, so let me get this out of the way. We are having fun today. And right here is that beautiful sauce. You see that beautiful sauce? Okay, so what I'm going to do now, while this is browning, is I am going to be multitasking, okay? So the multitasking is that I am going to remove a lot of this sauce and I am going to put it in a bowl. Because these guys are going to be transferred into here and it's going to cook slowly. I'm probably going to cook it very slow today for maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And while this is cooking, I could be doing other things, okay? Because it's going to take a while for that beautiful Osso Buco to cook. So what I want to do is I'm going to leave a little bit of, to cover the bottom. To cover the bottom with the sauce. Again, this is a Calabrese Osso Buco. This is how my family made it. And not every family is the same. My aunt makes her Osso Buco different. And she was from the same place. So, again, it's different regions of Italy. So keep the wine ready, guys, because I'm going to be using wine with this. So, now let me grab a, I need a spatula. Let's see where it is. I was not prepared like I should have been prepared. Okay. Because, if this had a coating, I would not be using, this kind of spatula. But if this has a coating, then I would be using one with plastic. A lot of people that are new, they don't know that. Okay, so now I am going to take my Osso Buco that is nice and brown, because I want it nice and brown. Oh, come on guys, get in there. Oh, you gained some weight? Trust me, you're not the only one. I gained mine some too, okay? All right, so look how beautiful, and you see what I'm looking at? You see how beautiful that is? Okay. So now what we want to do, is we want to use the same thing, we want to brown the other side. And like I said, I did not use a lot of oil, and I try to make it easy and simple. But like I said, a lot of people, what they will do is they will take the Osso Buco and then they would put it in another pan and then they would bake it. But I'm not going to do that. I like to cook it on top of the stove because that's how my mama did it, okay guys? All right, so now I'm just gonna keep looking over here. I am so glad that everything is working out really good today. All right, so now I'm gonna take my Osso Buco and I'm gonna lay it on the bottom, and they should all fit. Okay, so now, you see how they fit? See how they fit? Okay, perfect. All right, so far so good. So now to this, stand back and add some wine without burning yourself, and then use Rapini this. You want to get all those wonderful things, and you want to add that all right on top. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, if this was really television, they would have me make this all over again. Okay, that is done. Get that out of the way. Boom, done. Okay, let me turn this off, but I'm going to be using that. Okay, so now guys, I am going to add in here. Let me bring you over here, because I really want you to watch this. Okay, I am going to add the sauce over my Osso Buco. You see that? You see that? Oh, que bellezza, no? Means que bellezza means how beautiful. And you want to cover this up. You want to cover this guy, okay? And forget about it for 2 or 3 hours. Okay, come with me, guys, because now I got the next dish to show you. In the meantime, we have our breakfast dessert in the oven, and it looks marvelous. I am so excited when things work out good. Okay, so now let me go grab another cutting board with a different knife. Italiano. We are listening to Italian cooking music. Okay, Rapinis. Here they are. Rapinis are bitter. Okay, they're bitter. So we are going to be using some onions that are in here. You know how I am with the onions. Me and the onions, mamma mia. I got a nice bowl. Okay. Well, actually, I'm not going to need a bowl. So what we are going to do is we are going to chop up 4 cloves of garlic. Okay. We are going to use the half of the other pepper that we used earlier. And then to that pepper, I'm going to be adding 2 tiny little peppers. Because my tree, you know, not my tree, my bush. I mean, they're just so cute, these little peppers. And, oh, they got little seeds in them. They're like babies. Oh. And, you know, they all got washed and cleaned. I'm so glad that you're joining me today for this wonderful dish, guys, because, you know, it's all about health and nutrition, and it's so good for you. And so I'm not going to be using a lot of the pepper, because, you know, when you grow your own, sometimes they have a little bit more browning than the others. So I don't like having the browning part. So I'm just gonna, you know, get the browning part out of the way. Okay, so now let me get this wonderful pepper, because this one really came out really better. And you don't have to have pepper on this. You know, my mom and dad always use pepper on everything, so that's what I use. Okay, so now, because I don't have that other knife to, you know, smash the garlic, I'm just going to use a plate, because I'm not going to wash that and you know, because we got things to do in this kitchen. Because this is the side dish. And although I'm going to make it now, I'm just going to reheat it later. I have a very busy day, and just like everybody else has a very busy day. And I'm just very grateful that you guys are just joining on this wonderful adventure with me. So now remember, this is cooking. And it's cooking slowly, and I keep it on medium low, because it's going to cook slow and release all those wonderful flavors. A lot of people, they use what they will have with Osso Buco is they will have polenta. We had polenta yesterday. Unfortunately, because of technical difficulties, you missed that, but don't worry, I will teach you how to do that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna kind of, you know, roughly chop this, okay? Roughly chop this. And you know what, I am gonna use this bowl because it'll be easy for me to carry everything over there. Okay. All right, so now that I have that, and I really did not need such a big bowl, I'm just gonna put it in that little cup over here. You know, we can change our minds, whatever works the best for you. Okay, so we have that over here. I have one tomato, okay, one tomato, like we need more tomatoes, but you know what? It's okay, one more tomato is not gonna kill us. Because when you peel the tomato, you are removing a lot of the anti-inflammatory property. Okay, I can't say that word. So there's some English words that are hard. You know, a lot of people thought that I was Argentinian, and no, I was born in southern Italy. When I was 2 years old, we moved to Argentina. And then I spent 13 years in Argentina, and then after that, we moved to America and lived in Pittsburgh. Woohoo! Pittsburgh Steelers! That's where I was introduced to football. And let me tell you, I thought football was very different. I was wondering why a guy would bend over for another guy to touch his butt. But that's how it appeared to me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm being honest. You know, that's how it appeared to somebody like me. I was 13 years old. I've never seen something like that. And I asked my uncle, why is that guy bending over touching the guy's butt? And my guy uncle says, he's not touching the butt. He's waiting for the ball. Go figure, you know. I'm telling you, be kind to the people from other countries, guys, because, you know, we don't, you know, some people that come to this country, they don't know, you know, maybe now more so, but in my time, you know, in the, what time, in 69, we did not know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop this. My favorite song, El Mambo. Nada, El Mambo. I don't know the words. Okay, so I'm going to take this little tomato. So we got pepper and garlic, tomato. Okay, I'm going to move it to on this side because this is where we're going to be making the next dish. No, la 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 el mambo. Okay, here we go with a pan. All right, great. Okay, so now my rapini. Obviously, I am not going to be using a lot of these. What I do is when I bring them home, just put it in a jar with cold water. Cut the bottoms. So, because it's my husband and I'm probably going to use a half. And then what I do, I put it back in the water, and so the leaves will not get dry. Hold on, let me rinse this out. I put a paper towel, and it keeps it nice and fresh. Okay, for the next time. So, you know, the rapinis, we will go hunting for rapinis. It will rain, and then we will go hunting. So what you want to do is when you get a rapini, okay, you see that? What we want to do is we want to cut the stalk because we really want the greens. So just make sure that I go through them. If you see something like this, go like that, because you know we want to make sure that the stalks are cut off. You can save that for soups. My mom did. All right, so let's see how much this is going to give me. And the leaves and everything goes in here, okay guys? Leaves and everything. All right, so let me just, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop it. Makes it a lot easier. Okay. I think I'm probably going to use all of it because when this breaks down, and see, rapinis have these little things, broccoli. And then in some cases they call broccolini. So there is a difference between broccolini and rapini. Rapini are more bitter. Italian, well, my father, let me go back to my family. My mother believed by what their parents taught them that rapini, because they're so bitter, they're very good for your blood. And they believe that, guys. Okay, so all of this goes in here. All right, so now this is done. Okay, let me check on my wonderful, oh yeah, it's done. Oh yeah, it's done. I want to bring this out, guys, because I want to show you what it looks like. Oh, mamma mia. Woo, that's hot. I'm going to move this on the other side. But I want to show you what you guys made. And there's the beeper. You see? Look at that. Dessert. And you can have it for breakfast. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put him on the side for it to cool. Okay. So that's taken care of. You guys cannot see me on this side. But come with me. Come with me. Come with me. See, I have it. I have it right there. You see that? Okay. All right. So now, guys, we are going to be moving over here so I can show you how to make the rapinis, okay? Now, you got this rocking and rolling over here. It's covered. You have your sauce that if you want to add some more sauce to it. And guess what? We are going to utilize the same sauce in the rapini. Yes. See how easy that is? All right. So now we take more olive oil. Okay, we did this on the hot part. Let's see, for that many rapinis, I would use maybe a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons. Get your oregano, because you know we gotta have flavor upon flavor upon flavor. Let me go get my granulated garlic, my little sale, okay? So what I wanna do is, I wanna wait for it to get hot, because what I wanna do is, I want to, and you know what, I got this beautiful spoon that I already dirty, why not? Is I want to, let's see, I think you guys, let me see, I think, there you go. Okay, good, now you can see. You can, my head is cut off, but you know I'm here, and I love you all. So what, so remember, we got this going on, we got the ecco domani, tomorrow, some oregano, some granulated garlic, some garlic, some pepper, a little crushed tomato, the rapini and the salt, the wine, and the wonderful sauce. And you can see, guys, it's not that much of sauce. Now, if you want to, and you don't want to have a rapini, you can definitely make some type of a spaghetti noodle that you can put that over with a beautiful meat. All right, let me see. I'm not sure. Oh, perfect. All right, so one here is, I just want to saute this to make doradito. And doradito means brown. And then make sure that, you know, you have a cover, because we're going to be covering this. And how long? I would cook it until, you know, they're tender. And, you know, and bitters are good for you, you know. I never liked them, but, you know, my father would talk about it, but now I understand, you know, what he meant by all that stuff, you know. He was such a smart man. Unfortunately, my father passed at 62 from complications. So now that I have this, and it's getting nice and brown, see, now I want to go get my onions. Okay, how much onions? Let me measure for you. 1 and 2. And I want to thank my husband for helping me chop all these onions, because I need a gas mask with all this. Alright, so now the garlic is starting to get some nicely brown. The onions are now going in here. They're hanging out with the peppers. They all love each other. They know each other so well. You know, Calabria is an ancient city, country, state. Oh my goodness. And it's full of history, and it's full of ghosts. For those that love ghost hunting, it's a very beautiful place. Okay, so now to this, I am going to add oregano. How much oregano? Okay. I will use 2 teaspoons of oregano. Why? Why not? It makes it more flavorful. You know, depending on the region, depending on what they grow, you know, like when I went to Positano, in cliffs, they had all these vegetables. They grew vegetables everywhere. I'm telling you. Okay, now to that, I am going to take a nice cup. Well, actually, I'm going to probably use 2 of these cups because I'm almost done. And then the rest of this, wait a minute, let me get this here. This is multitasking. Because this is having its own sauce. This is having its own party. If this is too much tomatoes for you, you can skip this part, okay? Okay, so now you add the wine. How much wine? I don't know. Whatever you want, okay? It'll cook. So probably, I don't know, probably I added a third. All right, so I'm just gonna let that kind of cook off a little bit because what I want to do is I want to come over here and I want to use the rest of this beautiful sauce to cover my meat. And let me tell you something. The juice of this, since none of these tomatoes, because they're cooked and done, what I'm going to do is I am going to put it in jars or in other things, and I am just going to use it for some other thing, you know, later you can freeze it. Okay, so now you want to add your greens. And it should fit. It should fit. We hope, no? Okay, now I'm going to use my hand to riminiati. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful this looks. Oh man, I just, you know, God created all of these wonderful things for us. I know, don't preach to the choir. I will not preach it to the choir. And I just want all of this to marry together. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of more wine because the wine works very, very well with the acid, and I found the Pinot Grigio works the best. Although, you know, we always drink a lot of red wine in my family. So you see how this is going to play out, guys? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little piece like so I can taste it. Okay, it needs a little salt. Okay, more salt, that goes more salt. And then I'm going to use the rest of my rapinis to enter them there. Because I don't want to waste anything, okay? And so now you got to let the rapini cook with all this wonderful deliciousness, okay? All right, so now, let me cover this guy up. So we got the rapini, boom, done, cover this up. Turn this down to medium, about medium low. But before I do that, I want to taste, because I think, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to add the granulated garlic. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of granulated garlic. More garlic. I don't smell like garlic. I actually put on cologne. The Italian cologne. The Italian cologne is the tomatoes. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of mix it all together like so. And as you can see, you know, it really cooked down a lot. Okay, so I'm just going to cover it because I really want this to... I want everybody to marry together. All right, so now, all right, so we finished this part. Let me bring you this way. Come with me, come with me, come with me, come with me, come with me. All right, let me bring you up here. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. Oh, I don't think you guys are going to be able to see my head here. Thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out with me this morning. We have made Osso Buco, okay? We have made this wonderful, wonderful dessert breakfast with wonderful fresh blueberries and wonderful pine nuts and some wonderful orange zest. We have made the rapinis. And now it's time for us to say so long. I want to thank you very much for joining me today at Elena's Cucina. You know that I love you, and I bring lots of love to you, lots of healthy eating to you. I want to wish you a wonderful day. Be safe this week and get out, get some sun, enjoy. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you, I love you. Ti voglio bene, Italian. Ti voglio bene. Ti voglio bene, everybody, ti voglio bene. Grazie a tutti quanti. Mua, mua, mua. Baci, baci, baci. Ciao, ciao.